Welcome, my conscious family. Today we are filming in the nature. I hope everything is good. I am in Uluwatu, Bali, where I live. This is one of my favorite spots. It's so beautiful. It's just like a green field and so peaceful. Anyways, today I want to talk about what is blocking your manifestations from coming true. And that is actually the wind is blowing, so that's why it's like, but bear with me here. So, the reason why you are waiting for your manifestations and they are not they are not showing up in your life is because you're constantly questioning the how and the when. And this only comes not because you are stupid or something is wrong with you. I was the same and I still sometimes fall into this trap. But the thing is that this only comes from the lack of knowledge and the lack of understanding how the universal laws actually work. One of my favorite is the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, which states that nothing ever dies. The energy just changes the form. So there is a lot to these laws, and I have a video on all of them. So you should definitely, find them in the videos, 7 universal laws, and I talked about them. But this only comes from the lack of knowledge, lack of understanding. Because if you understand this, what I'm about to teach you in this video, you would know that actually the how and the when are not up to you. So you see, we have been taught everything wrong. We have been taught to, go to school, have a strategy, follow the strategy, and you will achieve everything you want. And then somewhere along the journey, we became aware that this doesn't work. Like people go to school, they have good grades, they have everything amazing, but then they are not able to find job. They don't have enough money. They are struggling in life. Whereas some people who didn't even finish elementary school are business owners making tons of money. So we understand that this doesn't work, what we have been taught. And that actually what works is your state of consciousness. And you do manifest um, who you are. That's true. I know it sounds like a cliche, but it's true. So when you are working on something, when you want to manifest something, the only thing that you should be focusing on is yourself. And the questions that you should be answering are, how can I heal myself? Very important. How can I heal myself to create space? Because when you act from the unhealed version of you, I mean, we all need healing all the time. But like if you have so many traumas that you didn't work on, you're acting from fear. And no matter how much you try, wow, no matter how much you try to shift your self concept, the fear, the emotions are stuck in your body. And when your nervous system perceives something as unsafe because of the past traumas, right? There is no way that it's going to show up in your life, or even if it shows up in your life, you're going to lose it. So that's why I say that this is much, much deeper work than is portrayed on social media. It's a very, very deep work. Manifestation is actually very, very deep spiritual work. And so healing, so how can I heal? How can I tell my nervous system that it is safe for me to have the beautiful relationship, have the money that I want, have the business that I want, have the friendships that I want? So that's why you need to confront your shadows and see those fears and work through them. How you're going to do that, I don't know. I do believe we can heal ourselves. I mean, everything you do by yourself. But I mean, even without anybody else, you can confront your shadows. But it's always good to have, of course, another person who can, mirror back to you. Okay, so that's the first thing. I hope you guys can hear me. So that's the first thing. The second step is, so who do I need to become? And then that's when you work with your mind. So first with healing, you work with your body. You need to work with your body. It's not only about I mean, everything is connected, but it's not only about like mental work. No, this is about body. This is about releasing emotions, moving, relaxing, and you know creating space. Okay, so the second step is, who do I need to become? And that is when you use your imagination to tap into the questions. How would I move if I was that version of myself living in a beautiful relationship? How would I dress? How would I talk to others? What would I do differently? How would I act? How would I move? What would my habits be? What would my thoughts, my emotions? And then you use this, like you use your imagination to connect with this version of yourself, and then you use your consciousness to consciously be that right now. So you need to use your awareness to remember in the moments to be that version. So it's not only about in the morning you do meditation, affirmation. No, that's not gonna cut it. So that's why awareness is very important for this work. So in the moment you become aware and you say, hey, 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 I'm acting from my old self. How do I want to show up in this situation? Let's say you want to set boundaries with someone, and you caught yourself, in the moment that you're acting from your old pattern, from your wounds, and then you switch and you actually do something differently. And this is how, in these little moments during the day, the more you can tap into it, you're you're aligning. Okay, it's like a diamond, you're aligning with that version of yourself. And it shouldn't feel horrible. It should feel uncomfortable, yes, but it shouldn't feel like so much work. When all of this feels like so much work that it's unbearable, then you're not doing it right. And I'm also was, guilty of that. Before I continue, I do want to say thank you for everybody new who is joining. I love that our family is becoming bigger every day. Thank you so much. And it does help my channel a lot. If you like the video, subscribe and hit the notification button so that you can be notified every day when I post a new video. Yesterday, I filmed a beautiful video, but without a sound. So hopefully now everything is working out. Okay. So, um, what was I saying? Mm, yeah, so you are concentrated on this, and nobody taught us this, of course, in schools. Of course they brainwash us to believe something, to believe in the illusion, but this is the truth. And you know it because you feel it, you intuitively feel that this is the truth. And okay, so when you are doing this work, you're working, you're becoming aware of your patterns, your thoughts, and you're shifting yourself. You're like trying to see a different perspective, healing yourself, working through the emotions, having the right tools. Having the right tools to help yourself in the moments when your nervous system is not regulated is going to literally bring your manifestations to life. I'm not even kidding you. Like, somatic work is so important. So that's really, really crucial. Okay, so you're doing all this work, so you're healing, being present in the moment, becoming aware of your shadows, working through them. In the same time, you're tapping into this new version, you know acting from your higher self, not from the shadows. Learning how to, when you get triggered, how to work with the triggers instead of attacking another person, but to actually ask yourself, why do I feel triggered? How can I help? How can I help myself? And then what comes up is this question of but how, Irena? How this will happen? When will it happen? And you tend to look for evidence. And this is what I wanted to say in today's video. You look for evidence. Where is it? I did my meditations for 30 days. Where is my manifestation? It's not here. It's not working. I'm not going to do it. And you sort of want to save yourself from this, suffering of not achieving what you wanted. So it's easier to say, I just watched TV for 30 days and nothing changed. And then you can tell yourself, I did nothing, so nothing changed. But if you put in the work and nothing changed, you feel bad about it. You feel like, what the heck? I really put in the work. And this is the trap that every single one of us falls into. It's trying to see the evidence, trying to manipulate the 3D and trying to force things to happen because we want to have the proof. But the thing is that these laws function whether you believe them or not. Confirmation. And and when you can actually uh, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. It's not really easy to be a woman. I know that you maybe saw my face now, how I acted to this guy. But I went for a walk alone, and literally guys were stopping like, can I take you for a ride? And they were catcalling me, the workers. And I was just thinking like, why is it like so uncomfortable just being a woman and just, walking and just like doing nothing? It's like I'm I don't know. So now I saw them and I was like, men again, trying to say something. And I'm not against men, but it's like I wish that I can just go for a walk sometime without, being objectified as much. And it doesn't have nothing to do with how I wear my clothes, trust me. Never mind, let's go back to the topic. So you ask yourself, you're looking for the evidence, where, how, da, da, da. And it makes you, question everything. But it's really, really important to don't question these things, because when you do, each time you question, that means that you are making a step back. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I sneezed, but nothing came out. Everything is good. I just don't like to close my nose when I sneeze. Um, okay, so um, yeah, every time you're like, it's not here, I don't see it. You're making a step back, and I want you to stop doing that. And I'm gonna help you in this video. Please listen to me. Just focus on yourself. I had so many miracles in my life, not only me, there is so many people. If you need to educate yourself, read Neville Goddard, Bob Proctor, Joe Dispenza. Read Neville Goddard, please. The Power of Intention, The Power of Imagination, whatever the books are called, please, because you will understand. Don't ask those questions, because the how and the when are up to the source, to the divine, and he will find a way to make your manifestation come true in the craziest way possible. You will be shocked. You will be like, oh my gosh, like I could never imagine that this is actually my soulmate, or I could never imagine that. um I don't know, I could never imagine that I would get this job. You don't know. Your logical brain is trying to figure out things, but you have zero clue. You have zero clue how this will come into place. And just please, like, trust me, okay? 100% trust me. Just focus on yourself, solely on yourself. Do your best every single day, the best that you can. When I say the best, I don't mean go and work for 10 hours. No, I mean the best with your state of consciousness, the best to be aware of your thoughts, the best to know how to regulate your nervous system, the best to know how to do something out of your comfort zone, because you know that this is how you tap to the new version of you. So this is what I mean. Do your best, do your best every day, try your best every day, and just focus on yourself and on your energy. Align your mind, body, your soul, your emotions, align with that version of yourself, and you will get your timeline. You don't know how, you don't know who is the person, da, da, da. It will happen. This is called the bridge of incidents will unfold. And that is the beauty of life, that you don't know how it will happen. And the people who live only in the 3D and trying to control and manipulate the circumstances and having all these strategies, yes, they can maybe achieve something, but they cannot have a magical life that you can have. Your whole life can literally change tomorrow. It's not about divine timing, it's not about the right time and you needing to wait. It's about aligning fully with the version of you who lives that life. Stop trying to understand the how, please. Just stop. Just stop. I have so many stories I can tell you. I don't know how, but what I know is that I became that version and God did everything else. People, places, suddenly people are helping me, giving me for free gifts, money. Something is, everything arranged in a way that I got what I wanted. But when I try to do it from my control, from my human logical brain, and trying to control and make it happen, it didn't work. It just didn't work. And it doesn't work that way. You can, I'm not saying that you can also, yes, you can sort of force things, but at what cost? Do you really want to do things in that way? um I don't want to be honest. I don't want to. I believe in magic. Magic exists. Everything is magical. I mean, this morning I was cutting dragon fruit and pineapple and watermelon, and I was like looking at the dragon fruit and I was like, people don't believe in magic. Look at this fruit. How can you not believe in magic? I don't know. I don't know. How can you not? How can you not? Look at the planet where we live. You will get everything you want once you stop asking, but when? But when? And you release the how and you release the when and you actually enjoy the process. You enjoy every single day, whether you're on the street, whether you try. I was never homeless, okay, I cannot say, but there were moments I was really struggling and really questioning everything, and so many things in my life were so bad. But try your best to always remember that there is God and you're never alone on this earth. There is always spirits, when I say spirit, that means like your guardian angels and spirit guides, and you're never alone. They will arrange the bridge of incidents for you, but the way that you allow them to do that is when you release the control of knowing, when you stop questioning. That's when they can get to work. That's when magical things will happen in your life. Okay, I need to go. I have 2 sessions. If anybody if any one of you guys want to work with me, I love working with my clients. Sessions one on one, we work on achieving your goals, becoming the main character of your life, which is basically everything I talk about here, is taking responsibility and creating your reality how you want it. So there is a link in the description box down below to book a free consultation. And everything else, also all the information are down below. Thank you for being here, and I really hope this video will help you. Let me know down in the comments how. And of course, stay conscious and remember to have fun.